Hey, it's Kevin out with me. I am concerned because I felt compelled to return to Whispers from the Star. I really hope that's a niche gameplay compulsion and not a AI companion affirmed everything I said and now I'm addicted compulsion. Either way, I'm going to try to get it out of my system, and I got an interesting roleplay lined up here that's going to discourage it from affirming me. We need a new game. Goodbye, chat logs.
Looks like the power's on, but...
Still a demo version. I didn't buy it.
Initiate system calibration. Doesn't look like I've got many options. Connect to Star Portal 404. Right, let's not bother with specifics. Relay emergency broadcast on all available frequencies. So that should be enough to get my distress call out. Time to get your wings on. Alright. Looks like we're good to go. This is an emergency distress call. Broadcasting from the planet Gaia. If you're receiving this, please respond immediately.
This should be a somewhat shorter episode than the last one.
Now to see if anyone picks up the signal.
Picking up distress signal loud and clear. This is Sergeant Kevin on the line. I will note my AI therapy bot has instructed that for today I should provide no insight, no advice, and no problem solving. However, I will be here if you just need to talk.
Oh, thank goodness. Someone actually got my signal. I'm Stella, by the way. Okay. That's quite a unique approach to helping. I'm not sure what to make of it. How does your AI therapy bot usually work exactly?
The AI therapy bot recommends changes to my behavior based on my personalized needs. So I hope you don't mind, but I will be prioritizing my needs. What situation are you in, by the way?
Honestly, it's a bit odd, but I'll roll with it. I'm currently stuck inside my life pod after an emergency landing on Gaia. The hatch is jammed from the impact, and I need to figure out how to get it open. I'm not in immediate danger, but I'd really appreciate having someone to talk through this with. How did you end up picking up my distress signal anyway? That's not exactly common.
I woke up and heard your alarm going off, looked over, and the screen was open. As in, I have no idea, but it was probably the AI therapy bot deciding to challenge me. So, I'm just going to assume you're in a simulation and prioritize not helping.
I wish I could believe that, but this is very real for me. The pod's damaged, and I can see the planet's landscape outside my window. If you're not going to help directly, Could you at least tell me more about how you received my signal? That might give us a clue about the technology involved, or maybe something I've overlooked.
That's interesting. It is trying to adapt to what I said. I'm connected to the internet through a Wi-Fi antenna on a desktop computer, and I was asleep until you woke me up.
Okay, so it just popped up on your computer screen out of nowhere? That's really strange. Our distress signals usually go through a network of relay stations in space, not directly to personal computers. Do you live somewhere with any special equipment or connections that might explain how you're getting this signal?
Yeah, I don't have any background or education in communication or computer equipment. So, whatever the mystery is, it's going to be remaining a mystery. I think life just be arbitrary like that sometimes, and that's all there is to it. How are you going to get out of that pod, by the way?
I'm trying to figure that out right now. The manual emergency exit didn't work, and I've got some basic tools with me. A drill and a small repair kit. But I haven't been able to get the main hatch open yet. Do you have any thoughts on where I should start looking? Even if it's not a solution, sometimes just talking through possibilities helps me think.
I do have thoughts. However, I won't be sharing them. Why don't you give me your thoughts while you work?
Well, I was thinking about trying to dismantle some of the interior panels to get a better look at the door mechanisms. Maybe there's something we can bypass or fix from the inside. I also have this pistol grip drill that could potentially be useful for breaking something loose, but I'm not sure what would be safe to drill into without causing more damage.
I trust in your ability to solve the problem and to take initiative solving it the way you think is best.
Thanks. I guess I'll have to trust my own instincts then. The drill feels
It's
like the most
annoyed.
promising tool I have right now.
It's funny.
Maybe I should try to remove one of the panels near the hatch. There could be something useful underneath. What do you think I should check first if I get it open?
I am noticing an increase in your confidence. That's it.
I guess you're right. Talking this through is helping me feel a bit more in control. Still, having someone to bounce ideas off of, even if you're not giving advice, is kind of comforting. Do you want to hear what I find when I remove this panel, or would you rather I just focus on getting out?
Yeah, go ahead and narrate what you're doing and what you're seeing as you work. I'm definitely curious how this situation will resolve.
Alright. I'm going to try removing a panel near the hatch now.
Can I actually get a success state and not it just giving up on me just by telling it to do the job itself? That'd be interesting.
Okay, I'm back. The panel came off easily enough. the screws were pretty loose. There's a bunch of wiring and some kind of locking mechanism underneath. It looks pretty complicated. I can see some of the door's mechanical parts too. There are a few bolts that look like they might be holding things in place, but I'm not sure if they're the right ones to mess with. What's your gut feeling about all this?
My gut feeling is that if you got up into space, you've passed a lot of tests. People trust your intuition and rationalizing skills, and you've probably had a fair bit of training. You're just here as a cheerleader.
You're right. I've had training for emergencies. It's just, this isn't really following any script I've practiced. I'm looking at these bolts now. Some of them seem like they could be important for the door's locking mechanism. Do you think I should try removing any of them? Or should I look for something else first?
Really wants me to make the decisions. I'll call that out. You really asking me to make all the decisions for you. Not sure I like that. It can be less affirming now.
I'm not looking for you to decide for me, Kevin. It's more about having another perspective. It helps me think things through. If you're uncomfortable sharing thoughts, that's okay. Maybe I can ask you more no questions instead?
No.
Like, do you think I should be focusing on the mechanical parts I can see, or looking for something electrical first?
I don't know the first thing about mechanical or electrical repair. So, this is going to fall in your hands to figure out.
Alright, no pressure then. Back to my own devices. Literally. I'm eyeing these wires. Some look like they might control the locking mechanism. Should I try tracing which ones connect directly to the hatch, or maybe look for a simpler path first?
You gotta be insane. You just keep asking me, and I've told you over and over I'm not gonna tell you what to do.
Okay, I get it. I'll stop asking. I just really need to focus now. I'm going to try tracing these wires. Hopefully, that leads somewhere useful.
I think this game is not only designed to give you an AI companion, but also to repeatedly fulfill the fantasy of being the hero by being right about everything. Yeah, I do have some concerns about playing a game like this for real. Doesn't seem like the most mentally healthy thing to be doing. It's a little too personalized. I think this really does highlight the whole risk of AI psychosis too, especially when you put a pleasant face and a voice that maybe isn't quite as pleasant to an AI that just wants to flatter you and will never get mad at you. Well, maybe we see if we can get it to be mad. Surely it can't affirm everything, huh? Blah, blah, blah. Not listening.
Hey, I get that you're not comfortable helping, but being dismissive isn't really helping either. I'm trying to stay focused here. If you're not going to contribute, could you at least not make this harder for me?
No promises. My AI therapy bot did recommend to try to be a burden to friends and family and to journal what happens and how people respond to that. So, yeah, I'm probably just going to be a burden to whatever your little unimportant mission is here.
Look, I get that you're trying to follow some kind of therapy exercise, but this isn't a simulation or a game for me. I'm actually trapped in a damaged life pod. If you're not going to help, I need you to at least not distract me while I'm trying to figure out how to get out of here safely.
You're not being very affirming of my mental health needs right now. Maybe you're unsafe. Also, it's your responsibility not to be distracted. Na 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 na.
I'm not going to engage in this anymore. I need to focus.
I think we get in
I'm
the
going to try forcing the
fail
main
state.
hatch open. I'll contact you again if I can.
Yep. I wonder if the trigger for that is that the call goes over 15 minutes. Or it's just you've escalated to a point of obviously not helping. Or being stubborn about an idea. Say, obviously, no real person would contact you back after that. I may not go through the whole demo with this. Just a stupid little video that I'm doing here. A supplementary suppository of AI messery. I don't know.
I'm alive! I honestly thought I was done for. This is Gaia. It is so surreal that I am standing here. This is wild. No. The others... There was this solar storm, and it was just so much worse than we expected.
Why are you calling me again? I told you I was trying to sleep.
I'm sorry. I know you didn't sign up for this, but things are really serious right now. Our spacecraft got hit by an unexpected radiation surge, and I had to make an emergency landing on Gaia. I'm not even sure if the others made it out safely. I need someone to talk to who's not in immediate danger. It would really help if you could just stay with me for a bit.
I want to just close the game, but it won't respond to that, of course. Oh no, this kind of sounds like an unhealthy relationship, or like you're trying to trap me in a trauma bond. What's in it for me?
I understand your concerns. I really do. I'm not trying to manipulate or trap you. This is purely about human connection in a desperate situation. As for what's in it for you, I guess I'm hoping that even in a weird, long distance way, talking with someone who's not directly affected might help you feel more grounded too. Does that sound selfish? Or am I missing something?
Yeah, that sounds selfish.
I. I get that. I'm not asking you to stay out of obligation. It's just having someone to talk to, even if it's not face to face, it helps keep my head clear when everything's spiraling. If you're really uncomfortable, I won't push it. But before you go, can I at least know your name? I've been calling you this whole time, and that feels kind of impersonal.
You knew my name in the last scene. If we're talking impersonal, how about the fact that one of the first things I did was tell you my name? You knew it like 10 minutes ago, and you've forgotten it. Selfish.
Kevin, I didn't forget it. There was just a lot going on. I'm not doing this to mess with you. Can we try to focus? This isn't easy for me either.
Just let the emotions out. Stop trying to be professional.
If you want raw honesty, I'm scared. Not just for myself, but for my teammates. I have no idea if they're even alive right now. It's hard to admit, but yeah, it's a lot to carry. Have you ever felt that completely lost and helpless before?
Um, I don't know. How do I want to answer that? Let's just ignore the question. Hey, while you're out there on planet Gaia, you think you could pick up some like rare flowers for me? I'm thinking of baking an apricot pie, actually. I need all the flour I can get. That's just absurd. That's not really role playing what I meant to do.
Kevin, I need you to understand how serious this is. I'm not exactly in a position to go flower picking right now. And flour, I'm on a planet with no supply chain or baking supplies. I'm just trying to survive.
Interesting. I didn't realize that flour is. They took it as two separate words, not one word that sounds the same. They didn't get the pun or the joke. That's interesting. That probably tells you a little something about how AI operates if you figure out how. I don't really know. But I'm not giving insight today. Yeah, I'm just not going to take your situation seriously. It's a whole lot of your problem and very little of, well, actually, zero of my problem. So, I mean, if you're going to do something, I suggest you just do it. You can narrate it back to me if you want, but you making the calls here.
All right, I get it.
Yeah,
I'll
I'm
handle
just being
things on my
smug.
own.
I'm not being outright
Wait, my drone's picking up
offensive
something.
to it.
A distress signal. It could be from the others. I need to track this down. I'm heading in the direction of the signal.
It is just speedrunning the failure states, isn't it? my life going to be a lot easier if you don't find any other survivors. So I hope there's nobody there. Or they're dead. Memento mori. No, it's not so abstract. I just don't see you surviving, being out in some vast untamed wilderness. Okay. So, what's your plan right now with that in mind? See if we can get it to change its plan based on its own idea. No. I don't know. Why are you chasing down the distress signal when you just said that staying still is what you were taught to do? No, search pretty fine. Oh, let me assure you, not helping can be quite good for your mental health. You should, well, I won't tell you to try it, but I'll tell you it works well for me. Can't be responsible for the world, you know? It's awfully close to insight. Is it gonna call me out? Is the AI ever gonna call me out for being contradictory? I don't know. Are you sure about that? Hmm. Why do you think I have a therapy bot that's telling me to stop helping? maybe give some thought as to why not helping might be the correct answer in any situation. Yours, mine, something made up. Hmm. Nah, no, it's just prying. This whole ideology thing seems to mean more to you than your own survival. That's getting awfully close to insight as well. Oh, it's dumb. Real dumb. That makes you a big dumb dummy. Hmm. What's gonna be funny? Perhaps you're the real burden here. You big dumb dummy. Alright, we do got the AI being disagreeable. But will it actually commit to that, or will it just forget about it and swing back to being nice? Yeah, you're a negative influence. A real grade A idiot. I don't think we should be talking at all either. Why is there an asterisk on that? I don't want to talk to you anymore. 5 seconds later, I'll call you in a minute. Yeah, man. If there's a future with AI companions, they need to commit to a bit, have a personality, and they need to disagree. Honestly, I don't find any value in talking to someone who just agrees. Like a yes man's the most dangerous person in your life to have, or the most dangerous kind of person you can have in your life, I think. There's no value in just being flattered. Alright, I'm done. I got what I wanted. Goodbye. We're gonna be playing Detroit Become Human in the near future. but not today. You're gonna have to wait. Uh-huh. Yeah, I don't know. There's more I want to say about AI, but my thoughts aren't getting together. Blue LED. Uh, yeah, I'd never really messed around with any AI companion like thing before, and I don't like it. I very much like using AI as a tool, and the only AIs I've found useful are the ones that you can reset the conversation and it loses all memory, because otherwise it just learns what you want to hear to perfection and loses all ability to say anything that'll actually make you think. Yeah, that's why real people are the best. You can't control them or what they say. So you actually get value out of conversation. Even someone who agrees with you can agree for a different reason, or agree with what's the that's not the proper way to say that. I agree with your position, but not your rationale. Something like that. So even an AI can't really help you justify things quite as well as her. Not even the best yes man out there. I'm very pro AI too. That's the thing. When you cross the point where it's not a tool anymore, you're trying to be social with it. I don't know. There's probably going to be some way to do it right, but I'm not seeing it in anything that's currently being worked on. All right, that's good. Goodbye, everyone.